Merry Christmas, everyone, and before people click away since it's Christmas and everyone's busy, let me get the main point out really quick. I truly want to thank everyone for giving me so much kindness and love, and in the funniest way, the positivity, the kindness, the recognition, all of that really was the most intensely meaningful gift that I could have possibly ever had. And I really mean it, because I at some point over the past few days actually had tears of happiness from it, and I was sending my boyfriend screenshots being like, holy, this is so amazing and wonderful and beyond any expectation I could have ever had. So thank you all. I hope for everyone to have an incredible holiday season and Christmas, and I hope that that isn't lost, because I know that this video is coming out a lot later than it should, because I was like, how should I do this video, and I'm just like, what would be genuine, and now I'm like, screw it, just say what your heart says. And so yeah, I just really love you all so much, and you have given and added so much light to my life, and I'm so thankful. But yeah, in wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and an incredible New Year, for me, I'm just really thankful for everything. I'm just thankful for the roof above my head. I'm thankful for the food. I am thankful for the family that's still around. These holidays have been incredibly meaningful for me and my family, much as I'm sure they have been for everyone. Just from speaking to so many people, I know that that's actually a very normal feeling, and I know the last few years have been especially trying for us, and to try and grasp at some sense of normalcy and give us faith back in humanity and love and kindness is just so important. I can say for myself that there have been a few notable absences this year from my life, and a lot of emotions that at times, I'm gonna be honest, it was easier to just grind levels in 14 during my off time than to do anything else at times. And talking to so many of you, I know that I'm not alone in this, and kind of to spread that message to the world is to anyone else who might need to hear that, you're not alone in that either. It's definitely been that way for a lot of us. But this isn't a video about what I'm about to say next, but just giving some context. And so I admit that I've done a lot of Final Fantasy XIV grinding, as per my comment before, and I really want to make a leveling guide that I could personally stand behind. And one thing that I really meant that I never really said out loud at the get-go was kind of I don't know, what do they say, it's like a foundation principle, when people create something new. This is why I should seriously start scripting my videos, because it's just what is it, it's just when you make something, you has a mission statement, I guess. That's not the word I was looking for though. But one thing I really meant when I said it was I wanted to be a creator that put actions behind their words, to not just talk the talk, but to actually walk the walk and do what they say, which was actually something that really frustrated me, because I mean, I'm still relatively new to this game. I mean, to the YouTube game. I've been playing 14 for a decade, but I've been doing YouTube videos for 2 years now, which is really weird to say, because wow, does time fly. Insert zillion League of Legends joke here. But I'm after all, if I'm not willing to do something myself, what kind of charlatan would I, or a charlatan, would I expect to be if I expected anyone else to do it? And I wasn't sure when I started off if I could do it, between queues, between working a full-time software dev job, between the holidays, between just everything. But I had a little unannounced goal to get all combat jobs to 90 before Christmas, in which I totally succeeded. And I even got gatherers now done. I got all that done right at the turning point of the hour, and I dinged them all and shortly put it to Twitter in celebratory post. I know time zones, y'all. I know. I have some Aussie followers that were just it was already Christmas. Just this is already going to be on Boxing Day, and this is even in my time zone at the tail end of Christmas Day. Getting to the point with that context established is what this means is I spent a lot of time doing various things in game, the lion's share being the Bojan Southern Front, because I recommended it, and to be very clear, I still wholeheartedly do, because the results speak for themselves. In spite of working a full-time job, in spite of being screwed over by the queue multiple times, in spite of doing the holidays and opening gifts and all that, and preparing gifts rather, the results really speak for themselves. It's you can open up my character sheet. I mean, if I lied about this, that would be the dumbest lie on the planet, because it's so easy to check. My entire character sheet, all my combat jobs are 90. But putting that to the side, because yeah, I met my goal, that feels great. when I was in there, the most crazy, meaningful thing happened. People were messaging me in game what it felt like, and I never really timed it. It was just because I was grinding, and people would like whisper me or message me in party or like talk in like shout chat. Some people were like, "Oh my gosh, you should go to sleep." I should say that my sleep did go a little biphasic. I did have to like, what that means is I broke up my sleep into like 2 different sleeping periods, just to make sure that I could try and dodge the queue. So I ended up like sleeping right through prime time because I have been booted from the game so many times that it's like logging into like a 5,000 Gilgamesh queue or being booted to a 5,000 Gilgamesh queue. I had that happen multiple times, and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, some people would see me on at like 3 a.m. my time and be like, what the hell? But I totally digress. But like every 5 or 10 minutes, like someone would recognize me or message me something really nice, and it really pushed me to strive to become better and better and like hit my goals. And it's something that I'm even taking with me into the future with this channel. It is undeniably the power of Dynamis, obviously. I joke, but there were points where I legit stopped for a second and I was like, holy, this is so surreal. Like, to come from where I was to like here is just so beyond my wildest imagination and dreams. Like, when I made this channel, I never expected to pass like 200 subs, and yet we are like on the verge of like 20k, and I'm like, this is I never expected this. So beyond anything in this video, I really, for Christmas Day, I really want to thank everyone for giving me so much kindness and love and like respect. Like, I hear about all these YouTubers that are just like totally not respected or anything, but it's just like I get so much of it, and I'm like, I hope that I can live up to this, and it's just so flattering. It's just it's so humbling, and it's just a mix of everything. And like, if I'm gonna be honest, like in the funniest way, the best gift that I got was like obviously to be with family, obviously the family that's around still, obviously, but like aside from that, like the most meaningful gift that I got this year was the kindness and recognition, and that was the most intensely meaningful gift that I could have been given. But saying that, I'm kind of really beside myself at what else to say. Honestly, this is a video that I've been torn if I should or shouldn't do. Should I do it with a camera? Should I do it not with a camera? Ultimately, I really did overthink it, which is something that I'm really bad for. Like, should I be posting Christmas pictures? But what would people think of them? I don't look great these days, a little run down if I'm being super honest. It's been a very emotional holiday season, but like, would it be a good idea to do that, or how should I edit that in? Maybe it should be a video like a Christmas vlog, but would that be respectful to my family? I mean, that is kind of out of the bag because I never recorded the footage. I just wanted to enjoy Christmas with my family. I don't know, I'm still so new to this. Honestly, if I keep speculating on what I could do or should do, I'll be releasing this video on Boxing Day, and I know in some time zones it already is, but for mine it's not quite there yet. We're still a few hours off. But what I can say is I hope in my silly indecision that my thankfulness and hope for everyone to have an incredible holiday season and Christmas is like not lost in all my silliness. And I just really need to be honest, like I really love you all so much. You have given and added so much light into my life. Seriously, thank you all so much.